Hi, this is Rob Frank. I'm an assistant professor of English at Hartford Community College, and I'm going to show you how to search the library's online databases. So first we go to Library, then Articles and Databases. I recommend starting out with EBSCOhost. It's a pretty wide collection of databases, so EBSCOhost. Now at this point, if you're accessing the databases from off campus, it's going to ask you for your ID number. It's on the back of your ID. Underneath the barcode, it's the number that starts with 21556. So once you've entered that in, I've done it already so that you can't use mine. I suggest starting out with selecting all. A lot of students go with just searching Academic Search Premier and leaving it that. However, this limits your search, and you want to have a wide search at first when you're exploring research paper topic ideas. So the topic that we're going to work with is the idea that jogging is dangerous, that it's actually bad for you. So jogging. And if we don't use the word and, it will just kind of search the phrase jogging dangerous, which would not be good. So we have to put in jogging and dangerous. Now, you're also going to want to check full text. This will only return articles that have the full text available online. That way you don't have to go hunt anything down in print. Now, the second thing you're going to want to do is click scholarly peer-reviewed journals. Peer-reviewed journals are journals that undergo a review process when they are selecting which articles will appear in the journal. A bunch of people look at the articles and decide whether it fits or not, and whether it's scholarly, and etc. That way you know that it's more reliable, and also that way you're more likely to find studies. So we search for jogging and dangerous. Okay. Initial query did not yield any results. So even though it looks like there are a lot of results, there actually weren't any. Jogging and dangers, maybe try. Try variations on the same word. And here's one: exercise recommendations after a total joint replacement of review of the current literature and proposal of scientific. Okay, so this is not really what we're looking for. We're looking for the idea that jogging is dangerous, not that it's dangerous after getting a total joint replacement. That's a little bit more obvious than what we're looking to do. So I recommend keeping notes while you work. This is called research paper notes, and you can't really see the document title on top. So the first thing we tried was jogging and dangerous, and that yielded nothing. Jogging, dangers, and even though that did yield something, I do think that we should ignore that one and chalk that up as a loss. So try synonyms. Oop, wrong one. Try hazards. Synonym for dangers. Hopefully that'll give us something. Okay. I think again that one might be a little bit too specific. In support of jogging, that could be good. Even though that's going against what we're arguing, we're going to want to look at the counterpoint later, the other side of the argument. So what I like to do is keep track of first the search rank, then the author's last name. I believe that's what it was. Yes. And then the title, which I just copy. Okay. Okay, now we're going to want to get more specific, and I was thinking, okay, what kinds of hazards? Maybe go more specific and death. The idea that you could go out for a run and drop dead. So This gives us a book review. That's not good. You want to avoid the book reviews because it's just a review of a book without the book available. Here was the one that we saw before. Here's a single case where a 48-year-old man loses consciousness. I don't think that that's as good as, say, a larger study that was done, such as the one above it, where you have a large sample size, large number of subjects, so you can tell whether or not the research that's done is reliable, and you can extrapolate what the findings to a larger population. Here, with a single person, that's not as convincing. So I think that this one could be good. So we'll click on that, and that will take us to the citation page, where all of the information about the article is listed. The author's last name, source, the abstract, which talks about the overall summary of the article. Here, it looks a little bit complicated, but you might be able to pull something out of this. For example, that last sentence in the abstract is something that is understandable, and that is something that we could use, though we wouldn't want to just take it right out of the abstract. That's a different lesson, though. So let's go back and try now, instead of just death. So again, we would be keeping notes throughout. In the interest of time, I just want to walk you through this. Okay. Let's try instead heart attack. More specific. However, the problem with doing this is that you're searching for almost layman's terms, and did not yield any results. Let's try instead cardiac arrest. And when you search for something, if you want to find the exact phrase, you should put it in quotes. That didn't help either. Let's maybe try something a little bit broader. Injury. Now, knee dislocations, some foot problems. Stretching and injury prevention, an obscure relationship. That could be good because that's another counter-argument point. However, you could turn on that and say, well, if stretching can prevent injury, that implies that it's dangerous to run without stretching. This is another good one. And then we have you can also use over on the left here, they have a thesaurus where they give suggestions of other things to search for. Here, another thing that we haven't even looked at yet are traffic accidents. You could talk about how joggers are injured just by cars. Okay, so jogging and injury. I think if we try jogging and injuries, it would give us the same thing. And again, you can get more specific and play around with it. Keep good notes. That does give us the same. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My website is available at robjohnfrank.com.